So sometimes the books that form you are the ones that you are way too young to understand. And I'm not talking about those kind of books. So, cut to the chase. I'm 12 years old. I'm a reader. I'm not like some, bookworm, voracious reader, but I am fixated on the same two books to the point where I read them repeatedly. Now, I'm 12 years old. This is all by up to 13. And here are the two books, having read this and that for school or whatever. My English teacher in seventh grade threw Macbeth at us the minute we walked in the door. But this neighborhood of 12, I was fixated on two books. One was by Gore Vidal called Myra Breckenridge. Many of you may have either heard of it or heard of the atrocious interpretation of it put to film. And the other one, seriously, the other one, was Looking for Mr. Goodbar. Now, that was made into a film starring Diane Keaton in the late 70s, mid to late 70s. And it was disco era, and it was sexual liberation with a newly single woman out alone in the city with a job, just surviving. But, very, very mature themes here. So we've got Myra Breckenridge by Gore Vidal. Um, it This book addresses, let's see, sexual identity. This was like 77. I'm into this 78, 79. I read Myra Breckenridge probably 4 to 5 times straight through. Fixated, right? The other book, Looking for Mr. Goodbar by Judith Rosner, who was a popular novelist at the time, among other things. I read, I read Looking for Mr. Goodbar maybe, oh God, 4 times? Like 4 to 5 times? I don't know. It's either or, but I was fixated on these two books. Now, these two books deal with, if you're familiar with them, sex, sexual identity, a little bit ahead of my time, or their time, or the time, as liberated as the 70s were with LGBTQ stuff and trans identity stuff and whatever. Here I am obsessed with Myra Breckenridge. And then we have Looking for Mr. Goodbar. Now, I knew this book backwards and forwards. There's all parts to the film that are not, that are in the book. Lots of preamble about her Catholic upbringing and how she ends up single in the city. And so there's this, again, identity, danger, but room for humor and sort of reality-based, like breathing room. I never like leaned into sort of like morality instruction manuals, like, let's say, To Kill a Mockingbird. I was just absolutely, like I said, obsessed. I knew what these novels were saying, but I couldn't believe at 12 that they were allowed to say it.